The following audio may contain the personal testimonials of some independent Optavia coaches or clients of Optavia. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to healthy living and weight loss will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. In addition, this audio may contain income or earnings representations of some independent Optavia coaches. Optavia makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with Optavia results from successful sales efforts, which requires hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Please see the Optavia income disclosure statement for statistics on actual earnings of coaches under the U.S. compensation plan, which differs from the international compensation plan. Yours in health, the Optavia team.
All right, welcome everyone to the Habits of Health Community Time. I'm Amber Smithson, certified Optavia coach, and so excited for tonight's agenda and what we have going on. We have the secret behind our feelings. Probably a lot of you on here are clients. Some of you are coaches, some of you are health professionals, or some of you just might be checking out what Optavia is all about. So if you fall into any of those categories, you're in the right place, because we are going to be giving a little bit of the nutritional and behavioral science of our feelings and our fueling programs. And I'm so excited because I have a special guest speaker on with me tonight as well. So I'll be introducing her in just a sec. So again, like I said, I'm Amber Smithson, and my husband Jared and I have been coaching with Optavia for 11 years, and we just enjoy it so much. We enjoy partnering with people who are ready to get in the driver's seat of their life and to create the health and well-being that they want to, utilizing Optavia's complete program. So excited to be with you tonight. Let's go ahead and launch our first poll question. We just want to see who's out there. Go ahead and answer, which best describes you? Are you an Optavia coach, an Optavia client, or maybe you're a guest? Someone sent you this link, you're just checking us out. Go ahead and click on your screen and vote on which best describes you. All right, we'll give you a minute to finish that up, but we're gonna keep on rolling here. So the first thing you're gonna wanna know is we're gonna talk a little bit about our program. We're gonna be giving you guys some awesome ideas and things to think about and new mindsets and all these things. But what you're gonna wanna do is get your hands on, if you don't already, the Habits of Health Transformational System. Now, this is available just right from your coach, and most clients get this when they first start out of the gate, but this just came out less than a year ago. So maybe you are restarting your journey, or it just didn't happen. You can still put this in your next order. And our book, our life book, and the app are an amazing tool that you can utilize. You can actually download the app for free right now, even if you don't have your hands on the books yet. So we just wanted to make sure, put a plug in for that. It's going to be a huge part of your journey overall. All right, let's go over our agenda. So first off, we want to go over some mindset. So understanding the nutritional and behavioral science behind Optavia Fueling. And then second, we're going to go through skill set, create your healthy eating routine using your fueling schedule. And then some action steps, prepare for success using your fuelings. So I wanted to share this quote, and this is straight out of the Habits of Health Transformational System, and this is a direct quote from Dr. A. And he said, "I have found that for most people, including myself, having planned, prepared meals is the key to success." And I know that this is true for me personally, that when I have a system, when I have things planned, when I'm prepared, then I'm going to see more success in my own life, in my own goals. And it's especially true with eating. is what I found over the years. Is I know that I have utilized these Fuelings for the past 11 years, and it's been amazing to just have that grab and go nutrition. We're going to go into that a little bit more, but I can attest that Dr. A himself also utilizes these Fuelings. He, in fact, loves the brownie even for breakfast. So gotta love him, and gotta love that the Fuelings are all amazing, no matter what time of day that you're wanting to utilize it. So, okay, I want to bring on Jennifer Chrisman, who is the Director of Clinical Nutrition at Medifast, our parent company, and she's been with us since 2010. And she was appointed the Director of Clinical Nutrition in 2016. And let's see, some other fun facts about Jennifer Chrisman is she got her bachelor's degree from University of Maryland, College Park. And she is going to be bringing to us more than 20 years of experience in the field of dietetics, weight management, and nutrition support. So she may be one of those people when you email nutritionsupport@optavia.com or you call in and hit the number, maybe Jennifer can tell you the number. I always just email. She may be one of them that you get. I know there's a whole team that she helps to help all you guys, but she's been amazing. I've worked on and off with Jennifer over the past decade, and she knows her stuff. So I'm so excited to bring on Jennifer as our guest tonight. So Jennifer, why don't you take it away and just give us a little bit taste of what you deal with on a daily basis?
Absolutely. So, you know, on a daily basis, yes, I help run nutrition support. So when you call in and get all those health professionals on the phone, you're going to get Ryan and Kaylee and Willika and a whole team, and they're certified trainers, they are dietetic technicians, and they've all been trained. They're all subject matter experts in our programs and products. So if you do have any questions, feel free to call our team. We are here to help you even through these times. Absolutely. Amber, were you going to share the presentation still, or? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Well, let's move right in to, I really am so excited to be here with you all tonight because I really want to talk about the Fuelings. I know that they are very important to our program, and I want to talk about what makes them special, what makes them unique, and what are really the benefits of them as we're going through our journey. Well, we have several different Fuelings, but they're designed really to provide you the right nutrition no matter where you are, right? So if you're in your weight loss stage, you're into optimization, they really can help meet you where you're at. And we'll talk about each part of the Fuelings, but they're all interchangeable and portable. So how much easier can it get? When you just grab a bar, grab a shake, you know, they're all interchangeable. So you don't have to think about it. It really takes the guesswork out of it. And myself as a dietitian, I mean, Amber said, I've been with the company now for over 10 years, and I have just found people love that about the Fuelings. You really don't have to think about it. And they are portable, so you can grab and go with them, whatever you're doing. You know, busy moms, throw them in their purse, dads, wherever you work, whatever you're doing, you can just grab them and take them with you. It really takes the guesswork out. And they can be used, you know, long-term as you move into optimization and the longevity phases. You know, there's different, we do have different Fuelings, and I'll talk a little bit about that, but they are designed to meet you where you're at, you know, whether or not you're on the optimal weight 5 and 1 plan, and as you move in to the 3 and 3 plan as well. So let's go a little bit more into some detail about that. Amber, next slide, please. Perfect. So we have our essential Fuelings. And again, these are all interchangeable. They have no colors, flavors, or sweeteners from artificial sources. That has been really important to our coaches and clients. We want to make sure that we're fueling our bodies with really thoughtful ingredients. Another aspect of the Fuelings, both Essential and Select, is that they contain the probiotic Ganade BC30. And this product is so important for our gut health. We want to make sure we put that into every fueling. So as you're eating your fuelings throughout the day, you're getting that nice healthy dose of a probiotic. And we found that's important to a lot of people too. So when you are following a lower calorie or reduced calorie meal plan, you want to make sure that you are really meeting your nutritional needs. So we have also fortified these fuelings with vitamins and minerals, including like A, D, and E. So again, that just takes the guesswork out of everything. You eat your 5 fuelings, your lean and green meal, and you're meeting your nutritional needs. You're making sure you're getting all of those key vitamins and minerals for your health. So that's our essential line. And I'm sure a lot of you have tried different fuelings. I know my favorite is the chicken noodle soup. A lot of people find that surprising, but I know people love bars and the shakes, and I know Dr. A loves the brownie. So it's really up to you. Your options are really endless. So then we also
oh my goodness. I just have to say I love that the chicken noodle soup is your favorite.
Isn't that funny? People find that pretty hilarious, but I love the chicken noodle soup. I find it very comforting, and I love to sip on it. It's delicious. I love it.
There you go.
So we have the essential fuelings, and then we have the select fuelings. So these are those fuelings that are non-GMO. So if you're looking for that, or your clients are looking for that, this would be the line that they would select. We have some higher premium ingredients that are sourced throughout the world. But again, we have those same key attributes that you find in the essential line. So you have the probiotic in all of the fuelings, no colors, flavors, or sweeteners from artificial sources. And again, they're all fortified with these vitamins and minerals. So it takes the guesswork out of it to make sure that you're meeting your nutritional needs as you're going through our program. So I really like the select fuelings too. They have some unique flavors, and if you're feeling adventurous, I say order a few boxes of these and try them because they are good. Amber, do you like any of the select fuelings? I know a lot of people like the cherry ganache bar.
So I actually love the coconut curry, dark chocolate coconut curry bar, which is so funny because some people, that's a love-hate item I found. People either love it and it's the very best, or they think it's weird. I don't know what it is, but I think it's delicious.
Yeah. Well, I encourage everybody to try some of them. Because they do. You can either really like them, or maybe it's not your taste, but they are good. They're really good. Okay, so then we have the essential fuelings and we have the select fuelings, and then next slide we have the optimal health fuelings. So those, here we go. Taking 1 second here. These fuelings are designed for when you are in optimization. So the 3 and 3 plan. Of course, you can still eat the fuelings that you liked during your weight loss phase, during the 5 and 1, that's fine. But we also have different and new flavors and fuelings to get you through and to introduce you to when you are in optimal health. So these are 6 different flavors, and they're a little higher in calories because you need more calories when you are, into optimization. So you might want to just grab that shake, grab that bar, and take it with you. In the optimal health line, or I really like the cookies and cream shake. That one's really delicious. And it's just a different way to add some variety and to spice it up a little bit once you reach your weight loss goals. So these are to be used with 3 balanced meals. So that's what we call it, the 3 and 3. Again, they're portable, they're really delicious, they're easy to use, and they're designed with that in mind. So you're able to be on the go. You're able to meet your nutritional needs, your calorie needs when you do get to optimization.
Yes, I just want to put a plug in for not trying the dark chocolate dream bar until you are actually out of the weight loss phase, because it's so delicious that you will have troubles not having it in your order if you were in 5 and 1.
Yes. Well, and what's key there, Amber, is I'm glad you brought that up because I love the chocolate dream bar as well. But those specific fuelings are not fortified with as many vitamins and minerals as the essential and the select. So we want to be careful because when we're following a reduced calorie meal plan, we really want to make sure we're meeting those vitamins and mineral needs. So that's why we reserve them, and you're able to have them when you enter optimization. So we just want to remind everyone of that. So you have something to look forward to.
I love that, Jennifer. Okay, so we're gonna let Jennifer take a little breather while we take a poll. So if we could launch that poll, I want you guys to vote, put in your vote on, are you using Optavia Fuelings in your healthy eating routine? So the first option is yes, I'm currently using Fuelings for weight loss. This would be if you're in a 5-in-1 or 4-2-in-1 or one of those weight loss phases. 2, yes, I'm currently using Fuelings for health optimization and longevity. That would be me right now. 3, no, I'm not using Fuelings, but I'm using other products from Optavia. Or 4, no, I do not use Fuelings in my healthy eating routine. So go ahead and cast your vote. And while you guys are casting your vote on this one, I want to bring on a new friend of mine. Let's see, Susan Bergio. And Susan is an independent certified Optavia coach, and she is also a dietitian, a friendly dietitian here. And I would love for you, Susan, to come off mute. And would you be willing to just share with us and with everyone who's on or listening to playback a little bit about your story within Optavia? Are you there, Susan?
I'm there.
Susan,
give me 1 second.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Amber, thanks for inviting me. This will be nice to be able to share my story. So it's interesting. Why would a registered dietitian have a journey with Optavia when supposedly we know everything? But I will share with you first my why. We all focus on our why. And for a number of reasons, I was looking at the possibility of diabetes in my future, and I wanted to dodge that. But even as a registered dietitian, I was working in medical sales with 70 and 80-hour weeks, entertaining clients. And I will say I'm an emotional eater, but my emotion was usually fatigue. I thought I'll have a little more and I can stay on my computer, you know, late at night. So I was gaining weight. Let me get back to the why. The ultimate why had to do with good health and the fact that my husband and I travel with friends yearly, and our big activity is hiking in national parks. And I have no intention of quitting that for the next 20 or 30 years. And I just wanted to age really gracefully, and I want my functional age to be way younger than my chronological age. So that's my big why. And I wanted to have steady energy, which I did not have before. So I was, as I said, working long hours. I had gained weight. I had actually tried another program, but I had an issue, which was decision fatigue. The minute I had to cook all this fancy stuff and make special shopping lists and just jump through hoops, it lasted 2 days, and that was the end of it. So I had lost weight over the years, but I would gain it back. I would lose like 15 or 20, and then it would creep back up over 5 or 7 years. Anyway, I met my coach, Janet, and I was interested in coaching. So up front, I had a business interest. And so she said, we like our coaches to go on program. Do you have any weight to lose? I said, 20 pounds, 25, but I didn't even think I could lose 25. Fast forward 40 pounds later, I had peeled back to what I was when my daughter was a toddler. I literally feel like I peeled 20 years off in terms of my physicality. I like to nerd out on certain things, and I'm a nutrition nerd. So I read Dr. A's Complete Habits of Health in my first month on program. And what I found was what I will now say I love about the Fuelings. As Jen said, they're identical nutritional footprints. They're completely interchangeable. So a brownie for breakfast and oatmeal at bedtime, it works. And I believe that works for clients. Some clients want only 2 bars and 2 shakes for their whole journey. And that's it. From the science perspective, what I like is that We're sourced from really quality protein sources. We give you the right amount of protein and the right amount of low glycemic carbs to put you into a gentle state of fat burn. Now, low glycemic carbs means they're healthy carbs that don't make your blood sugar spike up. So this is not like Dunkin' Donuts time. And when we're doing the Dunkin' Donuts, our blood sugars go up and our body makes insulin to go back to normal. And we ride a roller coaster from day to day, so from hour to hour. And that's why you're having hunger and fatigue at different times of the day. So the low glycemic eating every 3 hours keeps you like in a steady, I thought it was a very high energy for me. I think I didn't know what steady energy was back then. I love that there's 4 grams of fiber in every fueling. None of us get enough fiber. So now you're bingo, 20 grams of fiber before you even start your lean and green meal. The fats are healthy. And as Jen said, we have the, you already have a multivitamin and your probiotics built in. I think the other thing is that when you combine them, the timing of them is really a preview of when you optimize your health with eating 6 times a day at intervals, because that's a very primary habit of health for Optavians. So you're learning right there, and you add it on to lean and greens where you're either learning or reviewing healthy cooking methods. You're learning portion size, reviewing that, and tons of recipes. But as far as the fuelings go, I love that they're so toteable, they're portable. We even have an on-the-go kit I have a lot of clients who are executives who fly in and out of that's my timer telling me I'm up. Anyway, I think I said my part about what I love about the fuelings. I love them from the scientific perspective as well as from the aesthetics and flavors, and we all know they work. So thank you so much for that time.
Wow, Susan, I love it. And I love it when we can nerd out on how amazing this program is. So thank you so much for being on to share your amazing story. And congratulations on your own personal health as well.
Thanks.
All right. Okay. So I would love to show the results of the poll that we took. I'm curious how many of you are utilizing fuelings. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. 81% of you said, yes, I'm currently using fuelings for weight loss. That makes sense. A lot of our clients are in weight loss phase. They're more likely to get on these calls live, right? And then 16% of you are using fuelings for health optimization and longevity. You're in my camp. I already lost my weight. And there's nobody on who's not, using them, looks like. Or, oh, wait, there's 3% who's not using any fuelings right now. That's probably those of you just looking into it. You haven't even talked to your coach, done a health assessment yet. Okay, well, thanks so much for participating in that poll. So, okay, Jennifer, before we get back to our slideshow, I wanted to ask you a question. So, is there science behind you?
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Oh no. I'm here. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me? Okay. Okay. So I think what Amber was going to ask me, because we're so well prepared on these calls, is there science behind using the fuelings that show success in this method versus prepping all your food from the grocery store? So I am going to answer that. So we know that fuelings are simply just one tool that we utilize in Dr. A's Habits of Health Transformational System. And those really help you, we've said a lot on this call, achieve your personal health and wellness goals. But we do that through sustainable lifestyle changes. So we've laid out everything that you need in a simple way. The fuelings are designed to make sure you're meeting your nutritional needs. Susan was talking about that. I was talking about that, especially when you're following a reduced calorie meal plan like the 5-in-1. So utilizing the fuelings actually takes the guesswork out of everything. So many people find that when you're going to the grocery store, having to prep all this food and trying to follow a reduced calorie meal plan, it can be really daunting. And what we're trying to do is try to make that easier for you. And what we really want you to do is work with your coach, because what we know from a study that we just published last year, that those on the Optimal Weight 5 and 1 plan, with support of an Optavia coach, successfully lost 10 times more weight and 17 times more fat than those who tried to lose weight on their own. So we know that utilizing the feelings, working with your coach, having this plan that's really laid out for you and simple, we're going to set you up for success. And we really want to do that for you. And we want you to feel your best. We want you to look your best. And we want to do that in the healthiest way possible. Now, do we have Amber back?
I'm back.
Yeah.
You gotta love technology.
I know. So Amber, I did answer that question about the science behind using fuelings versus prepping all the groceries for food.
Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and keep going. Jennifer, I'd love for you to talk a little bit about the behavioral benefits of our Optavia fuelings.
Well, yes. So we know that utilizing pre-portioned meals really help to decrease cognitive overload, and then it facilitates cognitive offloading. So these two things are a little different. And so let's discuss decreasing cognitive overload. So we know there's no problem to solve or decision to make or issue to figure out. You just grab and go. You know, we don't have that decision. I know Susan was talking a little bit about that you know, you can have too many decisions. I know sometimes when I walk into the grocery store, I mean, I've been a dietitian for a long time. I love to look at food labels in the grocery store, but I get overwhelmed by everything that is, you know, your advertising, all the food labels. And I'm like, what do I choose? You know, I need someone, even me, who knows what I'm doing. I get confused sometimes. So this just really helps to decrease that cognitive overload. So that's really a behavioral aspect that we focus on with Optavia. And then facilitate cognitive offloading, which this means it makes it easier to remember and make decisions to solve problems. All you have to do is open it, prepare it, and eat it. You don't even have to think about it. You know, you have your bar, there it is. It's right there for you. You have your shake, your blender bottle, you just mix it up, take it. You eat 5 a day. I mean, it can't get simpler than that. The lean and green meals are also designed, like Susan was talking about, making sure that you're getting your protein. We have simple recipes for you to follow. We don't want you not to eat regular food. Food is good for you. We want you to eat healthy food, nutrient-dense foods that will really fuel your body and make you feel your best and be your healthiest. So really, these two key behavioral points, decreasing cognitive overload and facilitating cognitive offloading, are key points that these fuelings can really help you to be successful. I hope that helped to explain some of those different behavioral aspects. And of course, we have the whole Habits of Health transformational system that Amber encouraged you to, you know, really dive into. If you're new, it has so many key points in there that can really help you with the behavioral aspect of this program.
I love that, Jennifer. Oh my goodness. Put in the chat something that you learned so far tonight from being on our Habits of Health community time. This is so great. So just a big shout out to Jennifer. Thank you so much for coming on, being our guest speaker. What a wealth of knowledge.
So happy to be here. Yes.
Awesome. So we're just going to wrap up with kind of like supporting everything that Jennifer just said and what Susan shared in her story, that this is how simple it is. This is the Optimal Weight 5 and 1 plan. It's just like the clock. You look at the 24 hours, you have your first fueling when you get up in the morning, usually within an hour, and then every 2 to 3 hours throughout the day, you're going to be fueling your body. And one of those fueling times is going to be your lean and green meal. It's just so simple. It really just, I always tell people, it allows your brain to like kind of rest a little so that you can put that brain power towards your Habits of Health transformational system, which I love. So let's do another poll. How did you enjoy this community time? So rate us. We love feedback. So you can rate excellent, very good, good, below average, or poor. I think that, I know I enjoyed it. I know I learned so much, and I would just I could hang out with Jen and Susan and nerd out on food and nutrition stuff all day long. I love it. And just a reminder that there's so many different ways that you can really plug into the community in Optavia. Of course, you have your life book that you have in your hands, which is so important to do that journaling and that reading. But also to support you, we have a YouTube channel where you can go and watch all the playbacks of these Habits of Health community time calls. You can go to the Habits of Health podcast. If you just search Optavia Habits of Health, it'll bring up the community time podcast. You can subscribe and it kind of pings your phone when a new one comes up, which I love. And make sure that you text Optavia 30 to 99000, and it will actually remind you to hop on these Wednesday night community time calls, which I know is super helpful. Oh, and be sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel. So join us next week. I'm so excited. My friend Carol Hips is going to be leading Hydration Myth Busters, which is our Element 10 review. So I love that we go over the elements in the life book as a community, because you learn in so many different ways and are able to apply what you're learning. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on the Habits of Health community time.
This audio may have contained the personal testimonials of some independent Optavia coaches or clients of Optavia. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. In addition, this audio may have contained income or earnings representations of some independent Optavia coaches. Optavia makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with Optavia results from successful sales efforts, which requires hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Please see the Optavia income disclosure statement for statistics on actual earnings of coaches under the U.S. compensation plan, which differs from the international compensation plan. Yours in health, the Optavia team.